What is up YouTube, I'm the Rimser or Magnus, and I'm here to walk you through the new Shaman enhancement talents of my choice, and let's just jump right into it. To begin with, I'm going to watch my last video with like the comments. I did read them, and after actually testing out my talents, I did change from Totemic Protection to Call of the Elements. But as I already made clear, I did not use it as often as you usually would in like raid content. It's just not needed enough at the moment in normal bosses, and yeah, I don't really know what to say about it, but that's pretty much what I wanted to make clear. So, Enhancement Shaman talents, and the first tire, Nature's Guardian, Stone Bulwark Totem, and Astral Shift. I chose Astral Shift for basic damage reduction. It's the best of the three talents for Enhancement Shaman, if you ask me, because it simply saves you when you need to be saved from like high damage. So yeah. Next, Frozen Power, Earthcrap Totem, Windwalk Totem. These three talents are like these are the easy choices, because in boss fights, Frozen Power and Earthcrap Totem will not be used. You can't root or snare a boss, so Windwalk Totem is what you're gonna have to choose if you want to benefit the raid the most. Next, Tier 3. What you get here is Call of the Elements, Totemic Restoration, and Totemic Projection. I chose Totemic Projection again, and this time for Enhancement Shamans, because Call of the Elements, it doesn't benefit you as Enhancement Shamans, because your Fire Elemental and Earth Elemental doesn't get reset with the cooldown, as you normally would, and I think this is a huge disadvantage, because yeah, well, the only reason I would take it for an Enhancement Shaman is if my Fire Elemental actually got reset with it, because it would give me a huge DPS increase, but since it doesn't work like that, I'm gonna have to go with Totemic Projection, because I can't seem to find a totem that I would have a cooldown on as an Enhancement Shaman. Sorry. So, next up, Elemental Mastery, Ancestral Swiftness, and Echo of the Elements. This was actually rather tricky, because, well, I started out with testing Ancestral Swiftness. I knew this wasn't going to be a talent I would choose, because it's a restoration and elemental talent, so I figured out it wouldn't be needed for me. So I went with Elemental Mastery after testing out Echo of the Elements first, because I was a bit skeptic about this, because I didn't know if it was actually going to benefit me enough to increase my DPS. And after testing out in a 5-minute fight on the dummies, I figured out that my Elemental Mastery actually increased my DPS more than Echo of the Elements did. And I used Elemental Mastery twice in the fight, and of course this was on the whole time. It just didn't proc enough, so that's that. Next up is Healing Tight Totem, Ancestral Guidance, and Conductivity. I went with Healing Tight Totem because, well, normally I never use Healing Rain as an Enhancement Shaman. I play with two really good healers when I'm not healing myself, and I never find the use for it. So I don't think it's going to be like a game changer using Conductivity in a fight where you could be using Healing Tight Totem to, well, be the Boomkin or the Field Druid using Tranquility. You could be the Shaman using, well, Enhancement Shaman using Healing Tight Totem and doing well, nearly the same amount of healing as Tranquility does. So yeah, I went with Healing Tight Totem just simply because it's just the easier talent to go with than going with something like this, because that, at this point, well, if you do choose Conductivity, you need to keep Healing Rain up at all times in the fight, and that's not going to happen in most fights. I feel like it's not going to be the most helpful talent at all, so I did choose Healing Rain, well, Healing Tight Totem, sorry. But keep in mind, the Shaman is a very, very hybrid class, and using your Maelstrom weapon procs to save a tank from dying by casting a Greater Healing Wave does give you a higher potential for a spot in the next raid. Like most raid leaders doesn't seem to like see these things, but they do actually know that you're doing it, because they do see you on the healing meters, and if you got a good raid leader with you, he will notice that you're doing like extra effort by like healing the extra little bits and yeah, saving the tanks from dying. So next talents: Unleash Fury, Primal Elementalist, or Elemental Blast. Sorry. I can't test these talents out yet, and I really do want to test out Primal Elementalist and Elemental Blast, because I really don't know which talent is going to be the best for the whole spec. I see potential in both of them being really good, especially if they do end up doing that, well, fixing Core's element, not fixing it, but like changing it so it does actually work with Fire Elemental and Earth Elemental. Because if you can use this to get an extra Fire Elemental after this, well, after you are after the first one expires, it would be really amazing to like get the extra spells and like gain the ability to control your elemental. So I'm gonna have to, well, before choosing between these, I'm gonna have to wait till I can get to level 90 and test these. Right now it seems like an Elemental Blast is going to be the best one, because the extra 1k crit, haste, or mastery, like for 8 seconds every 12 seconds, does seem like it could be like really effective, because it's something you're gonna have up like 80% of a boss fight. So I feel like this is going to be the best talent for it, but I'm gonna have to like really test these two out before like choosing between them, because if this turns out to be a really good talent, like increasing the DPS of the Fire Elemental by a lot, and well, basically just giving it some like proper abilities that could make your Fire Elemental a lot better than it is right now, that could be a game changer, and that would make me choose Primal Elementalist over Elemental Blast. But yeah, before that, I'm not gonna have. Well, I don't have to choose between them yet, because I can't test them and I can't choose them. So yeah, that was talents for enhancement. If you've got anything you want to input, put it down in the description, or not in the description, in the comments, and remember to like and comment what you would like me to do next, and press that subscribe button. It really helps the channel grow. And please do also check out my channel, the link is in the description. I hope you will have a good day, and may the elements be with you. Bye guys.